Welcome to Tabletop Galaxy, an actual play podcast using the Star Wars Roleplaying system by Fantasy Flight Games. You're listening to Broken Space, a campaign utilizing the Edge of the Empire sourcebooks and featuring two groups that affect a shared storyline. This is episode 6 of The Second Sunrise and her crew. And let's introduce our cast today. Niffer.
Hi, my name is Niffer, and I'm playing Ono Elakemi, or Ellie, and she is a Twi'lek politico. I forgot to spend XP, so I haven't spent anything at all.
No, you got like 10 minutes before the story really starts.
Okay. Pulling up my tree, and we'll let you know.
Can't take her anywhere nice.
No, you really can't. I'm full feral.
Hey, I'm Nick. I'm playing Kane McAllister. He's a human mercenary soldier. I did not spend XP, but I did spend a good number of credits on what? We'll probably find out.
I can dig it.
Spoilers.
What's going on, folks? I am Seal, and today I'm playing Vosk Nolazar. He is a Duros technician mechanic, and I did not spend any XP because I don't have enough to get the next thing in my talent tree. I need 5 more, so next session.
I'm just dangling it.
It's right there.
That XP is a hostage.
Yep. It's the last thing I need before dedication as well, so it's just like so close.
I have 11 XP to spend because I got one bonus one for being really awesome. Just pointing that out. I have more XP than everyone.
Yep, that's true.
How many force powers did you unlock last week with that XP?
You know what? I'm getting to that, okay? I just need to find my talent tree.
You only had 2 weeks, so you know.
Big yikes. So I'm Gregory, and I am going to be Wait, Seal, did you introduce yourself? I'm not skipping ahead, am I? Yeah. Okay. Right. It's my brain. Okay. I'm focused, but not enough. So let's get more focused. So yeah, I'm playing Zarko Cruz. He's a human, and he is an explorer and a scout. And I purchased hunting goggles for the last episode. I have not purchased anything else, nor have I spent XP because I'm saving. I need more XP for my talent tree because I'm up to like the 3rd-ish tier or 4th or something. So I need lots of experience.
That's fair. I hear saving XP before the end of an arc where there's probably a final boss is always the right call.
Yeah, no.
We have this really cool GM that lets us spend XP mid-fight, though, I think. So,
I haven't met him. Hold on, I'm sending out a space stuff in space tweet.
Space.
In space.
You don't need much XP to walk around with cheese fries while everyone else kills the stormtroopers.
What should our total XP be at this point? I have it at 140. Is that correct?
I will go look.
Please.
I tell you how much XP you get every week. I'm not tracking it.
No, I get that.
Okay.
It's not 140 because that's based on your character. It's just we have got 10 XP per session, essentially. So we have gained 50 on top of whatever your starting XP was.
Okay, cool.
That sounds.
Go look at your human.
So 150. Okay, got it. I get it. Okay, I got it.
Humans start with 110, don't they?
Maybe.
I don't know. Every time I hear someone say that they're a human, though, all I think of is the song "Are We Humans or Are We Dancers?" And it just plays over and over in my head.
I follow you.
I would like to be a dancer.
So I got it.
Go to ballet class with your kiddos.
Are we going to roll some destiny points? Is that it?
Oh, no.
We're going to do an obligation roll first.
Okay.
Clear the pool as well. Obligation, you say? I feel like I have a macro for that.
You got a macro for that. Did it go? Did it do that?
Yeah, it went. Rolling obligation in 3, 2, 1.
Nobody! That's 2 in a row!
Yay!
Oh, lucky us.
What is happening? Oh, that was really lagging for a second.
And it wasn't a double, right? So we're good to go.
Nice. Congratulations.
Well, and Ellie jumped the gun and already has
Maybe.
one dark side.
I got really excited.
Well, let's do the rest of those then.
All right, here we go.
While we're
Can I
doing
try
it.
again?
Hey-o! Finally, stepping up. Zarko got 2 light sides.
Boss got a dark side, I think, for the first time ever.
I guess I'm carrying the team this week. Ouch!
And,
Okay, so our destiny pool, we have Ellie with a dark side, Zarko Cruz with 2 light side, Kane McAllister with 2 dark side, and Vosk with a single dark side. Vosk normally carries the team, so that's exciting. And then Ellie, you want to do our ship quirk?
I
Remember?
do.
Oh, one away!
So close.
We had our fingers crossed for a 15.
I really wanted.
Which one's 15?
Can I just send you 15?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd
save it. Keep it.
You don't have
secret.
the spreadsheet. You
I don't know.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
All right, I'll whisper it to you. It's true. I have a lot of power over the.
I made a table that you guys might get to roll on today.
Ooh.
Oh,
I didn't make a macro for it because I don't know anything about technology or stuff.
You will like this one, Steven.
That's what we rolled?
Yep.
Oh,
we gotta post that ship table at some point. It's gold.
I have it. It's pretty good. I want more viewers to add. To
Yeah,
it.
we would need viewers to expand it.
I wish I could like whisper it to the chat. To the people in chat right now.
Hey, everyone, don't look. I'll send it to chat, and then everyone in chat spam so that no one scrolls up.
No. Everybody, when I go like this, put your headphones back on. Okay.
All right. We can
Headphones
mute
off.
ourselves. All right.
Everyone deafen yourselves.
I guess you know what it is.
Yeah, I'm
so the rolled ship quirk is the pilot controls jump from the cockpit to one of the turrets intermittently. His laugh was like perfectly timed so that it sounded like he was listening. So if Zarko Cruz dies, everyone knows why. All right, headphones back on.
Did you like that we all just started dancing spontaneously? I feel like we're in a MMO or something. Right.
Okay. That's the ship quirk, destiny roll, obligation roll, character introductions, and I think we're ready to do space stuff in space.
Rob in chat goes, "What? The space puppy ate all of the fuel? What a crazy ship quirk!"
That would be dangerous.
No one touches the space puppy. It's only there for flavor. That's what I was told at the beginning.
Crew of the Second Sunrise. It's been an eventful month or so that started with an odd run-in with this individual named Shay in a bar in Fear Talk's lounge back on Socorro. I think that means keep going. So I'm going to keep going. You have infiltrated a Imperial compound, survived firefights, discovered potentially in a secret planet / hideout for the Evoki people. There's a lot that you've experienced. You now find yourself working for this individual who refers to themselves as the Ash Angel. I forgot to pull up their real name, so I just have to break that real quick.
Oh, I have this.
Kier Cattell.
Yep.
Kier Cattell, who was an Evoki, the people who, or the species that originally lived on Nalhada and Nar Shaddaa, that when the Hutts took over thousands and thousands of years ago, were enslaved and pushed to the margins of society and pushed down into the depths of Nar Shaddaa. And he has a remnant that has escaped the moon, the smuggler's moon, and has developed some sort of technology that breaks space if you will. It interrupts hyperspace travel, messes with ships' navicomputers, and makes it very, very dangerous for ships traveling close to it. You are on your way to Nar Shaddaa. You've been tasked with meeting up with this group that has been hired by the Ash Angel to install and implement this device in the smuggler's moon to disrupt as much of the Hutt's infrastructure as possible, destroy their reputation, hopefully destroy as many ships as possible, and just wreak havoc basically on the moon. En route, you receive a transmission. I just saw what you chatted, and I hate you for that. En route, you receive a transmission. It says, "Crew of the Second Sunrise. Ash Angel has informed me that you will be assisting with his device on Nar Shaddaa. Meet at the Shade Pit. You will escort me and my team along with the device into the lower levels of Nar Shaddaa. Word on the street is Crack of the Hutt's people are on edge and know something. Be wary. On the lower levels are a series of sewers and vents. One in particular opens into an old abandoned weapons factory. We will be taking the device here, setting a perimeter, and activating it. OH."
And we have no idea who OH is, except somebody that's working with or for or one of the Evoki.
Correct.
Okay.
And also, IDK, I have a cousin with those initials, so we'll see if that's it. That'd be fun. I'm going to slide in right under the radar and start off with buying Uncanny Senses and Indistinguishable. There we go. That's all.
Perfect.
That's what she spent her XP on.
Yep.
So we get this message. I forget because it's been a minute. You can send messages in hyperspace? ? I don't remember. At some point, I would like to send a note. So either before we take off or while we're in space, whatever makes appropriate sense. I want to send a quick note to Ciro, the rebel contact that told us to come along on this, and basically say, we met the Evoki and this is their plan, and I want to get that message off as soon as possible. So if the rebels are like, this is what we want you to do with that, before we go help them rip 100,000 ships out of the sky, that we have those instructions, and it's not like a big whoopsie, you said go do the thing, so we did the thing.
Okay. So let's say you send that before you guys hit hyperspace.
Cool.
You don't get an immediate response though.
She's busy, It's a Tuesday afternoon on Nar Shaddaa. She's got stuff to do.
Why is this not opening? One of my folders isn't opening and it's driving me crazy. What is Shay's buddy's name? Since I can't open my notes.
Shay and Kai.
Kaizet, thank you. Good Lord.
Player notes.
I am a little concerned that some of my notes are locked right now. So that'll be fun.
That just means you can't use them to hurt us. It's okay.
No,
I need to
not.
step away for just a second. Please continue on.
Okay, so you three with Shay and Kai present in your ship, you receive that message as you're traveling through hyperspace towards Nar Shaddaa. What are you thinking as you're going into this mission, if you will? If you want to role play anything, if you have any concerns, anything you want to talk about with your crew, now's the time. I'm going to give you a couple seconds.
I do. Space GM, I have a question. Would it break things if I did realize that I could have used the XP? It would give me toughened, means bumps my wound threshold too.
Go for it.
All right, sweet. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, sneaking in
Glad
so
you're-
much XP
I'm-
under the.
You know, I
I'm
didn't
glad
need
y'all
to
are
do
so
that.
engaged in this story that me and Rob have spent hours writing.
We're engaged.
I didn't
in the
realize
story,
we
which
got
means
for
the
whatever reason I
mechanics
didn't
don't
realize we
work.
got more XP, so I was thinking I only had 10. If I had, yeah. Anyway,
No, it's all good.
that being said, so Zarko is probably in his own head, kind of thinking like he's sort of been on a little bit of a high with like what just happened and like, you know, going to these unknown coordinates in the middle of space and finding this unlisted planet. And like, so he's sort of been on this ride of like, this is why he came to the edge. This is why he wanted to get out of Coruscant and back into space and back into the thick of things. And he's also probably having these other thoughts of like, okay, we've been getting shot at and almost, you know, Kane almost died. And I don't even really like Kane, but he knows what he's doing. And like, and so there's like all
Swear
these
jar.
thoughts that are going through his head. He also is sort of in this moment now, again, because he's still on this little bit of a high where he hears this recording. He's like, oh, another scouting job. And so I think he's probably, it's probably obvious to the others that he's sort of geeking a little bit. Like he's trying to keep it cool, but he probably can't.
So as soon as the OH transmission like finishes and comes through, I assume we're like all in the. Are we all up in the? Where's everybody at?
Probably all in the
Probably
cockpit
in the
seeing this
cockpit.
message come in.
Oh, the cockpit? Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
So then Kane turns around and kind of looks all three of you over and says, "We're not really going to hand this thing over, are we?"
I mean, we don't have it yet. They have it, I thought.
Yeah,
We didn't
we're-
actually get the device itself.
We're going to have it, or we're going to be able to activate it.
I don't want to right away. I don't think mass destruction should be the first thing we do anymore.
I agree.
I think it does need to be used, but not immediately and not without trying something first. I don't know. This is exactly what used to be the first choice for me. This is how I was raised, and I said I didn't want to do it anymore. And I don't. I don't want to use this. But I don't know what else we can do.
Well, it's I mean, this is a moral dilemma, and I mean, you know, technology is sort of neutral, right? I mean, like a ship is a ship, and a blaster is just a blaster. But if you know, depending on what you're using it for, that's what, you know, that's what changes history. That's what makes us who we are. I mean, I don't know whose side are we on. I'm a little confused because, like, this guy over here, he was with the Empire, but he left because obviously the Empire sucks. But now we're like getting tangled up with the rebels. I never intended to join the rebellion. I kind of just came out here to explore and you know, experience some new stuff. But yeah, I feel like I'm in way over my head, to be completely honest.
But whether you like
Not
it or
that I
not,
can't handle it, but yeah.
whether you like it or not, we're here now. And this technology, it can't be left alone.
Vosk made a valid point that there was a lot of collateral damage to be had. And that's what I don't like.
And no matter who has this technology, there's always a chance it falls into the wrong hands. This kind of weapon with the Imperials, we'd never survive.
I have to agree with you there.
Does that make our hands the right hands?
It just means we have to destroy this thing. No one should have the power to restrict hyperlane space.
It's already been created. It's not like we can stop it. And because people know that it's a thing, people are going to try and recreate it.
Let them try. It'll take time. We'll find that one too.
And you're going to stop every single one of these devices that makes its way around the galaxy.
Well, I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Well, I mean, we kind of gave the evil guy our word that we were going to do this. I mean, we said we were going to take the job or whatever. Is that, if that's even the right way to put it? Yeah.
We agreed.
Go.
We agreed we were going to help. That doesn't mean I'm going to leave them a weapon of mass destruction.
All right.
Kirkatel did say that we could have the technology after we used it on Nar Shaddaa, which kind of gives us the chance to put it in the right hands after this, at least. From now on, at least.
Who's the right hands? I mean, it seems to me like nobody, like I think like Kane said, I hate to, but I have to agree. I don't think anybody should have to do, have this technology. It's like, I mean,
well, that's an idealized world that you're living in then, because somebody does have this technology.
What if they didn't?
I mean, who's to say, let's take a step back. Okay. Somebody created something, right? I'm going to use the same analogy. Let's say it was a blaster, right? Somebody made a blaster. Well, if I destroy that blaster, I take that blaster away from you. Sure, you can't use that one, but you already know how to make a blaster. All you're going to do is make another one. So while I do agree with Kane, I'm not so sure that we can prevent it. And the other thing is this, I mean, look at every species across the galaxy. We're inventive, we're creative, we overcome odds. That's what we do. That's what life's all about, right? So like this technology exists, and it's gonna make some hell for a little bit. It's gonna make things crazy, and people are gonna die, which I don't really like. But people die every minute, every day, every second. There's somebody just died. Oh, right now, hundreds of thousands of beings have died. Here's the thing. Even if that technology goes out there, somebody's going to figure out a way to make it not work or go around it or circumvent it or whatever. So like, I don't know. Are we really doing something so bad if we go and actually help these people that got stepped on by the Hutts? I ain't got no love for the Hutts.
Neither do I.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Zarko. We should have never tried to blow up the Death Star, right? They're just gonna try to build another one, of course.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just stay in character with that one. I mean, I didn't blow up the Death Star, but that's what I mean. No, wait a minute, King. That's exactly what I mean. Like, even if we go and deploy this technology, who's to say? Now, hear me out. Who's to say that someone doesn't destroy said technology? I mean, Vosk is pretty good with tech. He's an amazing engineer. You know a thing. Well, now I'm just guessing because I don't really know, but I'm guessing at least a little bit about like explosives and that kind of thing, right? Demolition or whatever it's called. What if we say maybe set things up so that hey, look, we did what we said and it works, and then I'm having this conversation under the assumption that it's just us. That this is a private conversation. That
we don't have Kai and Shay.
I was assuming
more or
this was
less
a conversation that they wouldn't be around.
Yeah, we locked them out of the cockpit.
so I
Crew
mean,
talk.
I mean, like, what if we rig a fail safe or a kill switch or a bug or something? We do something to sabotage it so that, hey, look, we just said we were going to help deliver it. And now we're doing our job. Do we have the technology? I don't know. Is it something they gave us?
No, I thought that it was.
They're going to have it. We're just going to help them get to where they need to be. All right.
There's been some, just to kind of give you some background from last episode, is the Kirkatel informed you that there's been some like communication disruption between the organization that was supposed to help assist with this. And so he wanted additional.
We're being the backup, basically.
Essentially, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. So, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I could live with that. If we find some way to disable it, destroy it, I just think this technology is too dangerous to fall into the wrong hands.
I mean, y'all have seen Zarko work. Sorry, I keep doing that. Y'all have seen Vosk work. I keep mixing the names up. It's even... Anyway, y'all have seen Vosk work. I mean... It's kind of quirky. I mean, it's kind of freaking amazing. Sometimes he comes up with some incredible tricks, and he knows his stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. I would imagine that either between you, Kane, and Zarko, God damn, I did it again. Between you, Kane, and Vosk, there's got to be something we can do. There's got to be something we can do. If we feel like we need to just at least temporarily, maybe it's just like a stim pack, right? It's not going to heal the wound, but at least it's going to help for a little while.
Vosk, you think that's something you can handle?
Vosk nods. while eating cheese fries.
Leave a little space.
Where,
you just
but ever since Socorro, he always has access to warm, fresh snacks. You're not sure about how it happens.
It's awesome.
We'll just make note in the editing. He'll do some voiceover work.
Exactly. That's what I'm with you.
Yourself.
Okay. So just so I'm clear, you're as a group kind of feeling like you're going to try to figure out how to like sabotage, destroy, break, get rid of, eliminate this stuff.
I just don't want it to exist at all.
But on the DL,
yeah,
I think the plan is to make it seem like we did the job, and then I don't know, we left and it blew up. Weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the craziest thing.
That's absolutely what Vosk is suggesting.
Zarko.
You are so bad at this. You've
Gregory,
had 6 episodes.
Yes.
Gregory,
yes.
Take a breath.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I am Zarko Cruz.
There you go.
I'm the greatest explorer that's ever lived. I'm Gregory Festo. What's your name?
Who are you playing? Who are you playing? One more time.
I am playing Zarko Cruz.
And also, Gregory, I believe in you, and you're awesome.
Thank you.
We needed that pep talk. Here's the thing. Like, I want Nar Shaddaa to die. No offense. Love all the collateral damage on Nar Shaddaa, but like, it's real bad. Like, it should probably go. But then it's also like, well, we don't want this device around, so like, we can't kill Nar Shaddaa.
Your cranky astromech droid that's like wired into the hyperdrive beeps in. Isn't everybody on that stupid planet terrible?
Oh, not everybody.
You're a droid. You're not allowed to have opinions.
Some people are just stuck places because of poor circumstances.
Exactly.
Droids being wired into the hyperdrive.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for all parties involved.
He's got a point.
It puts out a little, like, one of its mechanical arms as it's wired in, and what you assume is giving you the finger. That's a droid. And as that happens, there is a freaking mosquito that keeps flying around my face, and I'm gonna kill it.
Gross.
It better watch itself. So as you guys kind of finish up that conversation, goodness gracious, as you finish up this conversation, the second sunrise comes in out of hyperspace. You see the crowded, busy moon of Nar Shaddaa, the smuggler's moon, looking as dark and gross as ever. You're able to make it to a landing platform pretty smoothly. Everything goes well. And for the sake of the story, initially, Kane jumps off and makes a couple purchases, correct? As does Ellie. Why don't you share what you purchased real quick? We're not going to role play it just to make sure we get everything done tonight.
Do you want me to say it?
Yes, you. Please. Please make that announcement.
Okay. I bought 5 detonite.
5 units? 5 putties.
5 putties.
5 detonite putties. Which for all of you, detonite is a
thing that goes boom.
It's like C4, right?
It's basically C4, but in space.
It's space
Hopefully
C4.
it had the detonators included, and we don't have to. We don't have to.
You manually have to light it, and it has a fuse of about an inch. Sorry.
We get out there, and Kane just looks at us like, I think we have a problem.
I think the description said it can be wired to like a comm link.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's good. That's useful.
We'll get Vosk on that.
And then to balance that out, and we kind of joked that it was like Kane's in one booth picking up all the blocks of space C4, and Ellie's in the next booth over, and every time he picks up a block of C4, she adds like 3 more stim packs to her bag. So just like, is he... Okay, he's getting more C4. Okay, more. And so just like as many stim packs as I can get.
All the stim packs.
Because I'm so afraid now.
So it's sold in a fist-size brick and must be linked to a comm link, explosive detonator, or timer for detonation.
Which
Great.
you all have comm links.
Yes.
If you want to throw in another 50 credits, you can have an explosive detonator.
You have it. Take all of my credits.
And
it's the end of the season. We're spending all of it.
And of course the merchant that you're buying this from is very, very certain that it's all going to work out perfectly fine.
Thank you.
And yes, very legally and very, very well.
And of course you weren't here. I never saw you.
Saw who?
I would like to point out that Ellie is using her disguise kit to like try and change her facial features or like markings, I guess. I don't know if Twilight
Her tendrils.
A little bit. Not like, I know you can't change the fact that you're a Twi'lek, but like you can at least change recognizable parts of your face so that like maybe you're not as recognizable.
Okay.
And I am also using my force talent that I just bought called Indistinguishable, which means the difficulty to identify me is harder.
What does that mechanically mean?
It upgrades the difficulty of checks to identify me as me.
Okay.
So hopefully I look more casual. I'm flying really casual.
Yeah,
It's like much like Clark Kent. Oh no, all of a sudden just puts on a pair of glasses.
Wait. Yep, that's what happens. Just
Oof.
So
okay. We're good.
you all make
This is my
it to
disguise.
kind of you take care of that stuff. You follow the directions. Vosk does get a message back. I'm going to actually send it to. I'm going to send a message to from.
As a point of order, did our strain reset to 0?
We did take
You would
nap.
You would have a at least long enough rest to recover
Thank you
that.
very much. So I've gotten down into tier 4 talents of the
That's
talent tree.
amazing.
Dang.
Yeah, because that's pretty much all I've spent my experience on.
I still have 1 XP left.
I was able to get
Worth
into.
noting.
You only have 1 XP left.
I got a bonus XP.
Oh right, of course.
Yep.
4 more of those and you can buy something with it.
That's why I'm holding on to it.
Yeah, 60 of my experience has gone into talents.
Okay. So you make it down you make it to the shade pit. It's a couple. It's not the top level of Nar Shaddaa, and just to refresh your memories, Nar Shaddaa is very similar to Coruscant, where it's basically this entire city on top of this planet, and there's levels and levels and levels. As you get there, there's a large Gamorrean. Gamorrean.
I like Gamorrean, but Gamorrean sounds cool.
Yeah, I've always pronounced it Gamorrean.
What?
Yep.
I have never heard that until this moment.
I mean, I think it sounds awesome.
It's like Caribbean and Caribbean. Like,
right, exactly. I think we had that discussion.
Probably.
Just taking a very bouncer roll, arms crossed across its chest. You see its big vibro axe on its back. And as you approach it, at the entrance to the shade pit, says, "What you on about?"
Were we given like a secret passphrase so that he would be nice to us?
And it just sticks out its right hand.
Ah, dang it. I spent all my money on stim packs.
And
as it's talk our way in.
As its hands out,
it's true.
He does this little thumb and index finger rubbing together, very much indicating.
Yeah. Let me check my pockets.
I'm gonna
character sheet.
I'm gonna walk over as Ono's looking for coin and just get right up to him and look. We're being expected inside, and I probably wouldn't delay us if I were you. Gonna cause some trouble for yourself.
I'm a bouncer on Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah. Do you not have a boss?
I have a boss.
Yeah, and it's believe I know who your boss is.
Who's my boss?
Let me refer to my player notes.
Yeah.
I'm so
Kane starts throwing through his data pad. Wait, hold on. I do know.
Well,
I'm so freaking bad with names.
Roll20 says it doesn't say anything. It says Crack of the Hut is a bad person to look out for, but it doesn't say who to meet at the shade pit. I didn't take the notes, apparently.
It says OH. OH was who sent you that message.
Okay.
I mean, okay, yeah, that's.
So he sizes him up for a second. Hey, OH.
Who?
OH.
You think that's my boss?
Well, that's probably somebody's boss.
It very well may be. It's definitely not my boss.
I'm gonna have been
Do you not know what the finger thumb rubbing thing means?
I'm quite aware of what it means.
Is there an issue with that?
Yeah. I don't like.
Is it like a moral thing?
No, I just don't like you.
You don't even know me.
My friends don't like you either.
Listen. We could be friends in a different situation. I bet. I see that you're packing some heat, and I like people like you. And I don't think it's fair that you're just coming up here judging me for trying to make a little extra cash.
It's a service industry.
It's
customary to tip in the service industry.
Consider it a tip, exactly. This guy gets it.
Sorry,
I'm just standing, having located my credits behind Kane, but I'm like, no, I want to hear what he says. Like, I'm listening, but I'm also kind of like over Kane's shoulder, like, this guy, right? To the
friends. Just tip the man.
So like, no. I had it. I just really wanted to hear what Kane would say.
The thing is, Kane.
I just like reach past Kane and like hand off 20 credits or something.
Oh, wow. That is very generous of you. Please, come on in.
Came out of his allowance, so whatever.
As you walk by, he tries to trip you with his axe.
Dang. What do I roll for that?
Just where's my pool? Where'd my pool go? Where is it?
You took it away because you weren't being nice with it.
Athletics, just a straight athletics. Oh, no upgrades though. I got to take that out. Now you're set.
Part of me really wants to flip a light side point here.
The two
Don't
that we have.
I do not want to fall.
We only have 2.
I know I won't, but I want to. All right.
Hey.
They
That
beat
is
you.
1 success, 2 advantage on my athletics check.
As he sticks out his axe, you almost like pirouette around it, like so agile, and you get a very like, what's the right word? Dang it.
Rest.
Swear jar.
Yeah, just a look of like impressed, like he gives you a nod. He's like, yeah, we would, and you hear under his breath like, yeah, we would be friends in another place.
I'm gonna, since I still have like a couple extra credits left in my hands, I'm gonna like flip him 3 more and be like, I've been wanting to do that forever. Like under my breath.
He's like, I ain't mad about it. You have a lovely night, my lady. Keep these hooligans in line. I don't want to come in there after you.
I'll see what I can do, but we've gotten to the point where they don't really listen to me anymore, so we'll see. How long are you here?
Yeah, I got another 4 hours sitting in the front of this dump.
I'm sorry.
As you walk
Well-
in, though,
You've been lovely. Leave.
same. You're a light to my day. As you walk in, it is not a dump. It's very nice. There's definitely some credit spent here. You see some sabacc tables that are full, piles of credits and other fancy things.
Sabacc.
And Ellie, I need you.
I shouldn't get distracted. Hey, if I'm making a perception check, I'm extra good at it now.
I don't need you to make a perception check. I need you to make a
Mm-mm.
deception check.
Mm-mm.
And
Is it about how I look? Because I have a disguise kit, which ups it, and I have indistinguishable, which ups it.
it is very much about how you look.
I don't like the way he said that.
No, I'm a little afraid.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. Perception, just looking up something.
Okay.
Oh, balls.
Vosk is back.
Hello, Vosk. We got you some cheese fries while you were gone.
The
We
baby is
also
not.
volunteered you.
Okay, the baby is
Yep.
not 100% asleep yet, but
What
We
is-
we volunteered you to light the 1-inch fuse on all the C4 that Kane just bought. Is that good?
as somebody who is paid by the military to inspect, certify, and do stuff with C4, I must note that at this point there is no fuses on C4. It is initiated with blasting caps or timing fuse.
This is space. Shut up.
See it, we're in space.
This is amazing.
Well, we figured that
I
Kane
hate how
might
proud I
have
am of you for being
Kane
able
might
to say
have
that.
accidentally not gotten the blasting caps, and so you have to come up with some trick way to do it.
Okay.
Is
So
it
I'm
worth
looking up
noting then that
the exact thing on disguise kit, by the way, for you.
C4 is initiated by extreme amounts of pressure or extreme amounts of heat. Otherwise, you can completely mold it
So
into
someone
any.
needs to do the niffer around it, because that's extreme amount of pressure.
It's also poisonous now because it used to get you high, and so idiots in the military would chew on it for a good buzz. So they had to put stuff in it that would make you throw up, so that people couldn't chew on C4 to get high.
Jeez.
See, this is why people tune into our show.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in to Tabletop Galaxies, an educational show.
We were very,
Two
we
games.
were very educational.
Don't, next time you have the opportunity, say no to C4.
Say no to C4.
Just say no. Have you figured out your disguise kit, Shindigs?
Yep. It doesn't actually say anything about the type of checks, but I feel like there needs to be something.
Okay, so you're doing an opposed check. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an additional green die.
Amazing.
Basically saying like the advantage is on your side.
Cool.
And you are, but this is going to be, oh no, it's just their perception. It's just straight. Yep. So you are good.
And then I get to upgrade the difficulty of checks to identify me once for the rank of indistinguishable. So
Okay.
I do deception.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a boost die for the disguise kit, and then up the basically give you an extra green die because it's an opposed check.
Yay.
And the pool, so I added the extra green die and the extra blue die for you.
Cool.
It's all set whenever you're ready.
That's so many symbols.
But it's also a you fall on your face.
I'm
she
prone.
doesn't have to fall prone. That's just one of the options.
But it's
I have an idea.
So 5 successes and 3 threats.
Here's my thing with the threats. I think you should probably take stress.
Yep, I am strained.
And here's why. As you walk in a corner booth across the way, you see a familiar Twi'lek.
Papa?
And I would like you to describe what your cousin Ono Hadron would look like.
She called it, y'all. She called it.
I 100%. I mean, I talked to the GMs, so like I a little bit knew what was coming.
Player knowledge versus character knowledge.
Exactly. So Niffer called it, but Ellie sees her cousin, who is I want to say like a lot older than her, right? Like to have all of the stuff set up in the other adventure, he would have to be way older. He's like pale green skinned and like has like the same, like almost not the same face, but like, you know, that's the good jawline and like pretty eyes and stuff, because we're a good looking bunch, us Onos. And I don't know, what do you want from me about?
That's perfect.
I mean, him. Cool.
Pale green.
What is he wearing, Niffer?
No, well,
he's wearing a 3-piece suit or whatever the space equivalent of it is.
I'm gonna push back on that one.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
He's wearing a set of coveralls. I don't know.
He's well equipped.
Ooh. Nice.
Which is not that uncommon for Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah. We all are.
Are we making a
That's my cousin
or what?
I hear a child screaming.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's in my my house. So you see he's well equipped. Next to him are two, I forgot the race.
Fifth.
I want to say Nikto.
Yeah,
Green
probably.
Niktos.
Yeah, 2 red Niktos sitting at the table with him. And with that, I'm going to go. And you
Great, just leave me in suspense. It's fine. Go.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm just going to go check and see if I need to help out with something.
Yep.
BRB.
Yep.
You all have arrived in the shade pit, and Ellie, as you walk in, you kind of glance around, and there is a pale green Twi'lek that you recognize as your cousin Ono Hadron. Though even as you make eye contact, you have done enough to your face that he kind of gives you a glance for a second and then just kind of keeps looking around, though as he sizes up your crew, kind of may have some extra information, walks up to you all from his booth as these 2 red Niktos are sitting, one of them standing, one of them sitting in the booth. Walks up to you and says, "So, I believe we're supposed to work together. I'm OH. Why don't you come have a seat?" And then he
Pleasure to
Doesn't
meet
he-
you.
He
Are we having drinks or?
he doesn't acknowledge what you say. He just turns around and walks back to his booth.
Is this the kind of establishment where there are waitresses and waiters, or okay? Then I'd head to the booth before flagging someone down.
Yep. Yeah.
Even
there's-
if we're having drinks, priority get to the booth.
there's a number of waiters and waitresses kind of walking around, mostly droids actually. And as you sit down, he says, glad you made it here safely. I have been informed by our mutual friend that we are to work together. He takes a data pad out of his pocket and slides it over.
To anyone in particular, or just the center of the
Just
table?
into the center of the table. Looks at
Boss
you
will
all.
take the
Yeah,
data
I'm
pad
like,
and spin it
I'll-
around.
Go for it and then like immediately
Push
hand
it
it
to
off
Vosk.
to be like, yeah, I'm in charge. I delegate. It's my ship.
There's a map on that with the route you are to take. We are going to take 2 separate teams
Right.
and meet at the indicated location.
Right.
I understand after this operation is done that the device is to go to you per the arrangement with the Ash Angel, correct?
That's what we were told.
That is what I was told as well. And I follow contracts to a T because I like getting my money.
I mean, that's the best way to do it. Question of clarification, though. When you say 2 different teams, is one of them supposed to be a decoy? Are we taking 2 different routes?
We are taking 2 different routes. And then he kind of leans in closely and whispers this. I fear that the Hutts may be aware that something has happened. So if you see
Usually are.
if you see,
You
obviously
didn't mention that on your communication as well. Do you have any further information beyond that, or just they're on edge?
that's all that I know.
All right.
And Ellie, you would see there's a couple like markings on his jacket that indicate a high up black sun. He's definitely not an independent contractor as you look at the Niktos as well. Says, we're going deep into Nashada. We're going down low. There's one more thing you may need. And he hands you over essentially the keys to a speeder.
I do the same delegating of like handing over, but I hand it to Zarko this time.
I expect that one of you can fly that. Or our mutual friend.
Zarko just nods.
Or our mutual friend is a poor judge. As he's kind of, you can see he's kind of looking over, and there, on his face is like, who are these fools? Essentially,
About us?
yeah. Or our
Great.
mutual friend is not great in choosing employees.
We'll get the job done.
Now hold on. You expect the 4 of us to get into this ship.
I would keep your voice down real quick.
You expect the 4 of us to get into this ship and take some other route. Just the 4 of us. Like we're not being set up as a decoy.
No. You can open the datapad right now. There's 2 distinct routes. We're meeting at the same place. A group of 15 to 20 people. How many do we have? It's probably closer to 12. I can do math quickly in my head, says the DM. Draws much more attention than multiple groups of 6 or 4 and 8. We're actually going to split up probably as well.
Oh, good. Then you don't mind if we mingle the groups a little bit then.
Yeah, I was going to suggest, how about we do a bit of a mixed grouping there so that we can send some of our best people with yours and your best people with us.
Yeah.
Just as an even trade. We've got some very talented guns here, as well as a couple of good faces. I think it'd be good to distribute the skill accordingly amongst each of the groups.
First, I'm going to need you, Ellie, if you're going to keep that voice up, to make a deception check.
Great.
Yep.
It's
I'm going to
because
give you. I'm going to keep. You're still going to keep your bonuses.
Yeah. I'm taking the Clark Kent glasses off. I can't handle this.
I am going to
Anyways.
get. He's getting a. He's getting a
For sure.
boost. Basically, he does.
We're
know.
next to each other, of course.
Yeah, he knows you.
Yeah.
Am
I allowed to use a light side point for this?
You can use a light side point for whatever the hell you
I'm
want.
asking the crew, not
For
you.
whatever you want.
We need to use them more. Like, we need to start just...
do it.
Okay, I'm using one. Because I really don't want him to know. I'm afraid of what would happen if he would know.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I have the upgrade button.
Sweet.
The
good?
pool is set. You're good to go.
Okay. Ah,
That's all you need.
I got one success.
I'm going to click the button since it didn't technically use the point.
Rolled 8 dice for one
One
success.
And now I'm going to need someone to make a diplomacy check.
My
Not me.
I don't think there's diplomacy.
Or excuse me.
There's like coercion. There's
Leadership?
negotiation.
Negotiation was what I was
yeah.
thinking of.
I have 4 greens on negotiation, and I have been talking a lot.
The negotiations will be short.
It's true.
And it is hard.
Cool.
There's charm.
Wait. I'm checking my tree. I have something. I have kill with kindness for this. Don't laugh at me.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
Are you?
I mean, I am.
Oh,
I
it's
guess I
charm and
can't speak for
leadership.
anyone else.
It's charm and leadership, not negotiation. Are you sure I can't charm my cousin?
I am.
Dang it. Fine.
This is very much a business deal.
I know. Hey, there's charm in business. Anyways, is the pool set for me to do negotiation?
It is set.
Do I get any bonuses for Kane helping?
Um,
Because we were both kind of suggesting the same thing.
because I'm nice, I'll give you a boost dice.
I'm just prolonging this roll as long as I can.
Pity boost dice are the best boost dice. That's why I love this system so much. You don't get like pity D4s on your roll in D&D.
Hadron
it's-
may not accept charm, but Steven accepts charm, so that's
It's-
fine.
Actually, you know what?
No.
I'm going to use a dark side point.
I talk too much. Dang it. I should have just rolled.
Go for it.
Okay.
Hey,
More
yo.
successes and a threat.
Take
More
that, Space
strain.
DM.
Hey.
Hey man, don't threaten the space DM before the
I know,
final
sorry.
boss fight.
As
Take
please.
it back. I'm scared.
As a bead of sweat rolls down
Yeah.
Ellie's forehead.
You see him kind of look.
Is that
Side to
just
side.
more strain for me, or do you want to do something else with it?
I think strain really fits the situation.
Strain really fits the situation. Have I niffered yet? Because here.
Yeah. He says, well, I guess that does benefit both of us.
Yeah, I just offered a party split again, so.
The DM is super aware of that. Hence the dark side point.
How many groups are we thinking? 4? One of us in each again?
Just 2, probably.
Yeah, probably 2 or maybe 3.
Then if you want, why don't 2 of you accompany me and one of my friends here? I'll send the other one, and we have some others who are not in this fine establishment with us.
Hadron has standards.
When he says fine establishment, I realize that I never flagged down a waitress.
Okay. A droid kind of beeps up to you.
Sorry, I think we're gonna end up leaving. My bad. And
it gives you a very annoyed beep.
Right.
I'm gonna look at Vosk and I'm gonna look at Zarko. And I'm gonna just kind of nod to them and be like, I think you can join his crew and he and I will take the other crew if that's all right with you guys.
She's bossy today. All right. I guess where would you?
I hate you guys. I love you.
I'm
I
not
love
with
you
my
a lot.
cousin. That's all I needed. That's all. That's all I wanted.
But why do the four of us not want to stay together?
I mean,
because
we do, but
Ellie
we don't.
doesn't.
We don't trust them not to just like
Set us
betray
up.
us. Yeah. This is
No matter which angle it goes now, we can't all get screwed at the same time, is what she's angling for. I'm going to pass the data pad over to Kane.
And now we have one big gun and one face-ish in each group.
And
We have a cinnamon roll and it could probably kill you in each group.
Okay.
So
Before you get up, he kind of leans in, particularly to you, Ellie.
Great.
Says, if there are any hut patrols that you see, if they disappeared, that wouldn't be the worst thing that happened.
We were already of the same opinion, my good friend.
Excellent.
Zarko, you want to give those keys over to Kane? I imagine we're riding with our new
He'll toss.
business associate.
Mm-hmm.
You sure you can handle that thing?
I think we can handle it.
Luckily, I didn't plan any piloting checks for this part. It's literally just because you're going down a bunch of levels.
I mean, here's the thing. Kane actually has some piloting skill.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Better not ding that up. I've already cleared a spot out for it in my ship.
Kane's got a well-rounded background.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's definitely got some piloting skills. It's never come up because, we got Vosk, but
Why do you think I kept Kane for myself?
got some skills.
He's got the biggest gun and a lot of good skills. And I am very afraid.
I just enjoy that you put Vosk and Zarko together so that Gregory has to mix names with everything.
I've done
my
that.
best.
I'm
over that now.
I've allowed Zarko to just be angsty about Kane without having to work with him. Like, I've done many good things for this arrangement.
All right, let's do it to it. We got an hour and 20 minutes.
So as we get up to leave, Kane's gonna put his hand on Zarko's shoulder and leans in and says, whispers, "Don't let him out of your sight."
Likewise.
Okay.
And keep her safe.
Of course.
So, as you go,
I'm so nervous right now. I'm so nervous.
Hadron looks at one of the Niktos and says, Daros, why don't you accompany our new associates? And this Nikto, who's probably 6'6",
So
has this large like pike-like weapon on his back, a blaster pistol strapped to its side, and a few other odds and ends, just kind of well equipped. Says, right then. I always like making new friends. I'm Daros.
Kane. And he does that like arm shake.
As you do that, he pulls you in. Says, if you do anything shady, one of my favorite things to do is taking heads off of things. And pushes you away. Well, luckily you have me. I know where your speeder is. This way. And unless you are doing anything else.
I'm mentally niffering.
You two walk to the speeder. Vosk and Zarko. Hadron says, well, looks like you two are with me. Think we're going to have some fun. Make a couple credits. Or I guess you guys are getting some.
I like getting
technology out of
paid.
it.
Let's do this.
Then we, my friend, are very similar. And he leads you out to another speeder. And as you all walk out, one Ellie, the Gamorrean guard, as you walk out, gives you like a, yeah, exactly. Like, anytime you want to come back, my lady, you're always welcome.
I missed something.
we have a new friend that's a Gamorrean guard.
Whoa, we is a strong word.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
Zarko and Nif. Well, Nif mostly has a new friend. Yeah.
I realized that I can't say anything because I changed accents from the outside of the building to the inside. So I just kind of give a head nod and hey, thing.
And you kind of go slightly separate directions. As you walk out of the shade pit, there is another squad of 1, 2, 3. So there's a Nikto and what's his face, Hadron with Zarko and Vosk. So there's 4.
Math.
There's math and RPGs, folks.
Yeah. Y'all had to split it up.
So there's the two of us and
then
Hadron
there's
and
6
Nikto.
There's 6 additional varying species, well equipped, that seem to have been kind of just sitting around the outside. You see them rolling dice, and as Hadron walks out, he nods to them. They pick up everything quickly and head to another speeder.
It's like a Nikto, a Bith, another Duro.
Walk out of the shade pit.
Yeah,
Aquarian.
It's the beginning of a joke.
Yeah, a Quailish and an Ewok with an assault rifle.
Canon.
Ocean's 13.
The Ewok is canon. I don't care about the rest of it. the first Ewok to go off planet.
I love it.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to commission Niffer to draw an Ewok with an eye patch and an assault rifle now.
I imagine it's that part of Rogue One where Biston's shooting out of the U-wing, but it's an Ewok.
Ewok over there smoking a cigar and snuffs it out as the crew walks out of the bar.
Okay, so first, Daros, the Red Nikto, Kane, and Ellie.
What up?
You get into a fairly inconspicuous speeder. No guns or anything like that. Almost imagine the one that Anakin jumps into in episode 2.
Yep.
And you fly down. You go down a bunch of levels. It takes probably a couple hours to get down to where you're landing. And as you go lower, you see Nar Shaddad's not what you would call nice anyways, though there are very nice pockets like the cantina you were just in. It's very hut influenced. But as you go down, there's just a stench. The air physically feels dirty on your skin. There's smoke in different parts. There's other sorts of exhausts coming up. And you land and he says, so you got the data pad? You got the map?
Yeah, I got it.
How about you take point then?
Fair.
Keep it kosher. I'll go in the middle.
Which one of our teams had the actual device, by the way? I'm guessing Hadron.
What?
You didn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. He says, I'll do you a favor. Since I'm not here to shoot either one of you in the back, I'll go in the middle. But if I shoot him, you, pretty lady, can shoot me. we're all square.
If you shoot me, I'm going to shoot you twice as hard.
That doesn't even make sense. Guns just shoot.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, then. Yeah, weird crew.
I wouldn't put it past him. I've seen him do some very strange and improbable things. I'll just say that.
I guess you got here. Well, lead the way. So as you get down, you are on the lowest level, basically, of Nar Shaddaa. There are like sewers and filth, and it's just terrible. Like anything that's alive is fungus at best.
Ugh. We're back to this. Great.
Yeah. You will also cat. You will also notice kind of in some elevated like metallic huts, basically, you will see a familiar looking people, the Evoki, with all sorts of like medical equipment on them that they can get, at least, though it looks very outdated and old. The only real sounds you hear like the dripping and sloshing of sewers, along with the coughing of these people. As you kind of follow this map, it's not difficult. It seems fairly accurate. The blueprints are good. I would like you in the lead. I guess if Ellie was in the lead, you could switch it. I made that assumption and I apologize.
Yeah, women can drive. I don't want to.
That's what I just assumed you'd want the really big gun in the front.
I definitely want the really big gun in the front.
Whoa.
Sorry,
Gun, you
if
said.
that cat woke up the baby, we was going to have a much more AFK, so I needed to.
Yeah. I would like you to roll a perception check.
Oh, now I want to be in front.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was in front.
It's going to have a setback.
He's shooting, I'm looking.
Yeah,
and
that's the way it always works.
I have force powers about looking.
It's interesting because until I said there was a roll, you were really in the back is the
I
thing.
know.
I'm nice. I'm not that nice.
I know.
He's been so nice to you all session too, man.
It's true.
You ready?
Really nice to me.
Yep. Pool set.
I just really like using my cool new themes.
I mean, that's fair.
Luke Skywalker, beer me strength. Ooh, yep, nope.
You picked the wrong Skywalker.
2 threats.
Okay.
Wait, I want to try it. It's not a real roll, but just would like to point out.
You only have one more. I guess one, kind of 2 more die. Depends on how you want to look at it. So you're in this, like, you're basically in sewers, though you're kind of, imagine like it's fairly wide. It's like a 20-foot diameter cylinder that you're in. And you are on like metal raised platforms that are walking along while the sewer is about 10 feet below you. Like the actual like liquid that's flowing through is what you see.
Lovely.
It's really lovely. Up ahead, as you're walking, I should have had these up, but I'm the worst at Roll20. I forget that it exists.
I forgot to distribute stim packs when I bought them. Can we say that I did that and that everyone got a stim pack allowance?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, come on. This is session 6. She should know how to play.
This is me. I'm never going to know how to play.
This is her 7th session because y'all had a flashback episode, so.
And I played in Final Flight's other game, or Fantasy Flight's other game. So I should know. But I don't.
So you hear, and you can't place where it comes from. You hear a, "Hey, ho, where you are? Who you with?" Just echoing down the hallway.
I'm immediately just gonna be like, and then like start looking around for someone to talk to, and just be like, it'd be a lot more helpful if you would show yourself so we could see who we're talking to here.
Turn around. And as you,
I turn around.
And as you turn around, you see 3. That was the wrong weapon. Why is that the wrong weapon?
There's weapons. Oh no.
Weapons seems promising.
Now I'm in the front. Why did you do this? We put me in the back so that the big gun could be in front, and then you turned us around.
You're welcome.
I don't like this.
Well, blame the guy who
Every
with the
now and
perception.
I'm good at perception. Why didn't we put me in the front?
You see 3 humans in hut colors, which Vosk would recognize them as Zendarajar colors.
Vosk ain't here.
With heavy blasters. Oh, I forgot Vosk isn't here. With heavy blasters trained on you. Hey, what's your business?
So remember that signal that I gave Zarko in like the first episode of wait, get him. I'm gonna be doing the same thing to Kane of just like turning around, and I'm just gonna like, would you believe us if I said that we got lost? And then I give the signal to Kane to shoot.
Oh boy.
I am going to make you make a check. What check am I gonna make you make to do that?
I don't know. Can it be charm or leadership?
We're looking for something in the neighborhood of like a deception or performance type
I
check?
was thinking deception or skullduggery. I'll let you choose between the 2 of those.
All right, I'll do deception.
Okay. And this is basically to see if you can do it in a way that Kane understands it.
Cool.
I am giving you a setback die because this came up out of nowhere and they got the drop on you.
Yep, and now I'm in the front and I don't like that.
So and it's hard.
Stressed. Cool. Okay.
It's set.
One success. I'm rolling so good tonight.
Wow.
You need.
She says before the final boss fight in the DM
Don't
with
do
4
this.
dark side points.
Don't do this to me.
5.
Okay. So yeah, Kane, you see that signal that she gave Zarko. So do with that what you will.
And we've had this talk.
Guess we're getting into combat now.
I mean, look, I've seen you take out 3 people in one round. I'm confident in your big gun abilities.
I am not confident. Those were stormtroopers, not boss battles.
I don't know that these are necessarily boss battles.
Well,
I hope they're not.
Quit metagaming and roll initiative, yo.
Yeah, well, okay. So before I fire, is there anything that... So is there... Sizing them up, can I get an idea of whether or not... I mean, you said they're carrying heavy blasters.
Yeah, heavy blaster pistols.
Yeah, okay. Like, can I get any kind of idea of whether or not Kane thinks he'd be able to take them?
From what I know about Kane, I would feel like his confidence would be fairly high.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like push you into combat if you didn't want to.
No, that's fine.
Sorry.
I will, because of your success on that check, I will say Kane will go first and then we can roll initiative.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
She's so pushy this episode, yo.
We all set?
I'm not pushy. I am defending what I want.
Shoot, I don't. Close is easy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 purple, whatever that is.
Yep. It is set.
Sorry, just checking my stuff here. Okay.
Come on.
Oh.
This is why I brought him.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4,
Holy
5, 6 successes and 2 advantage.
What's the matter,
Nine,
friend? You
that's-
you couldn't crit off that? Come on now.
Boom.
I can't crit
15.
off of that.
That is the best. That almost the best roll you can get on each of those.
Do you have any stress?
I do not.
Oh, that's too bad. So how do you want to do this?
So we're sitting there. Kane's kind of like stretching, with his hands up, and Ellie does her little tentacle.
Does the signal.
What are those called?
Leku.
Leku.
Head tails,
Does a
Leku.
little Leku twitch, and Kane looks around and says, looks to the guy next to him and says, "I told you, mine hits harder," and fires, swings it around and just fires.
Dang, that's crazy. Insane. Being at close range really helped you, but
How many were there? 3.
there were 3, yeah.
So it's like it hits one and ricochets to shoot the other one.
Well,
and
it
then
doesn't
that
have to
one-
be one bullet. It can. he
Nah,
can-
you can just be like
fair.
Just
Spray. Awesome.
3 headshots right around.
And I like to think like I shoot the one in the middle, and it's that like if you've ever played like Red Dead, and you can activate that like slow motion kind of quick draw thing, and so like you see in slow motion as the other two are like no, and he's like boom, boom, like
Kane
Kane's
just went
moving
into
normal
VATS.
speed, yeah. Kane's moving normal speed as these slow motion drops him.
So, and we're gonna pause there with your group as
Okay.
these 3 hut thugs just drop. And
Good job, Nick.
um,
High five. You're
what's his
below
name?
me, so like,
And Daros, like you see, like kind of as you drew that,
Perfect.
he has this pike out that's got this like energy on the end of it, and is starting to move towards him. And like as you do that, he just like looks back at you and is like, "Wow,
I choose my team carefully.
I could probably get you a lot of credits."
We'll talk.
And then the screen like star wipes and Zarko's eating
Yes.
cheese fries as we walk.
Oh, by the way,
Those are what?
when you were doing baby stuff, I did emphasize that you were eating cheese fries during the conversation.
You just made me laugh so hard I like wheezed a rib out. Thank you for that.
So Zarko and Kane, you are with
Nope,
Vosk
messed
and
it up.
Zarko.
Vosk and Zarko.
Vosk and Zarko.
Too many
Good
K's in this group.
Yeah, Vosk and Zarko.
No
You are
one
with
can keep people's names straight.
Hadrin and another Nikto, who he introduces yourself as you guys are getting into a speeder. He says, I'm Grant. Don't do anything stupid. I don't want to have to kill more people than is necessary tonight. I kill
I
you.
tend not to do anything stupid because I want to get paid.
Good.
Are you implying we're not professionals?
I don't
just
know
had
you.
that-
I've worked with a lot of. I was about to say something that we're not trying to put on our podcast.
It's okay. I just had the Super Trooper like flashback of, do we look like the 2 dumbest guys in the world together?
I've worked with a lot of amateurs, and I'm not on a planet where my organization is always welcome. So behave. I don't want to clean up his speeder.
You got
Fair?
it. Fair enough. Let's do it to it.
Fantastic. And as you get into the speeder, this is a nice. The outside doesn't look super nice, but the inside is luxury. Seats are comfy, little seat warmers.
Convertible or solid top?
Yeah, it's solid top. Can't have you can get sniped out of a convertible.
Got to ask. The other
Yep.
crew was riding in a convertible.
Yep.
We're not the other crew.
And as he leads you, as you kind of go down into this lower section, you actually end up parking in front of this very large building. you don't go quite as deep as the other two did. And you can even put together from like your conversations, this guy's taking the path of least resistance. He's the boss. He wants to stay clean.
Of course. That's why we're on this. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly why I sent you. I wanted you to have the easy route.
A team.
And as you're going, Hadron looks back and says, "Do any of you happen to have any skills with a computer?"
Depends on what you need, I guess.
Can you open something that doesn't want you to be opened?
Certainly give it a shot.
Perfect. That would be great. I was going to do it a little bit louder, but
Let's try the quiet way first, and if we need to go loud, we'll go loud.
that is what I was thinking. And so as you get out of the speeder, you're still pretty low in the Narshada area. You see an old sign that's not lit up anymore. Pieces are falling off. It says Blast Tech, which you would know is a weapons manufacturer. And you're in what looks to be a factory area. You can see out of the sides of this building, there are pipes that just go directly into like sewer lines. You're low enough that it's not like this long system. You're right there. The building is very large, and as you walk up, there's a blast door that's closed. And you see as Grant takes up a position, pulls out a blaster pistol, and also in his hand has a similar pipe to what I described earlier. This long pipe that's got this like energy at the end of it, and he just kind of stands watching. And Hadron looks at you, Voss, and says, "If you want to give it a go, why don't you do that?" And points towards a terminal. And I will need you to make a computer check.
Sure thing. I haven't spent any money on anything cool yet, but I have been hoping one day to be able to afford something to help me in my slicing capabilities. No dice yet, though. I just got my hand scanner and my data pad.
And for funsies, I'm going to do that.
Oh, you jerk.
Since I have them.
It's okay. That means we get to use them.
For those of you listening, he spent a dark side point to try and keep me from breaking into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you're ready.
It is ready.
Are you allowed to use a light side and a dark side on the same roll? Like, can both player and GM decide to do that? Or is it like dipsies?
I had that question earlier today because the podcast I'm listening to was doing it that way. I'm not sure if you can or not.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
don't know.
counterspelling and counterspell?
I think I would be inclined to say yes.
I mean, it's not canceling out what the other person did. You just
it's
adding more dice to the pool.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
I just read it. I think the way it was is that you can add one, but you cannot add multiple. Like once a light side's been spent or a dark side has been spent,
it's been spent.
That's it. You can't like double up or triple up. So you could. Okay. I think the way I read it was that you could, in fact, do one of each, but you can't do any more than one of each. Yeah.
You also can't do the same one. Like if he had all the dark sides and he spent the dark side, I think
yes, that's absolutely correct. Yeah. Yes.
Since we have multiples, I'm going to spend the light side just because.
Because technically, they're not used until after the roll.
Yeah.
Please upgrade on your end, Mr. GM, and I will make my computer roll.
It is upgraded.
Ready?
I am set.
Boom.
On his computer check, Voss got 1 success and 2 advantages.
Okay.
Wow, that was quick, Vosk.
Yeah, so you are able to, as you're looking at this computer panel, you actually see there's like a wire that's been frayed and cut, and you're able to kind of piece that in and get it reconnected, and you see the whole system kind of light up. And as you open it, these blast doors just kind of open up.
I turn to him, and I'm going to do my cheesy one-liner and just say, "We're in."
And as you get in, you hear "Welcome to Blast Tech Corporation."
Like an automated PA.
Exactly. though there's not a lot of power. And in the distance, as you get that open, I am going to need...
hang up. Zarko says to the entire group, he said, wait a minute. It's possible they have some kind of security system in place besides just big old doors.
It's true.
Let me take a look around real quick.
Before that happens, let's see if this works right the way I think it should. I do. So as that happens, Zarko, a volley of laser fire comes flying over your head.
From behind me?
From behind you.
Okay, that's not what he expected.
And I am going to give you a setback on your next roll, and I need you all to roll initiative.
Would that be cool or vigilance, since we were sort of expecting? Okay.
It'll be vigilance.
All right. Hey, 1 success, 1 advantage.
Sorry, I was reading. I will go roll.
Shoot.
Voss got 1 success, 2 advantages. While you do that, Destiny is a powerful resource and should not be abused. Destiny must also be used wisely. Each player can only invest 1 Destiny point into a single check. If a player chooses to invest Destiny points to upgrade an ability die, for example, they cannot also invest a Destiny point to trigger one of their character's talents. So keep that in mind. That's important. The GM may also choose to invest 1 Destiny point per skill check. This does introduce the possibility that both player and GM can invest Destiny points into the same check, resulting in no net difference to the overall Destiny point pool balance.
That's what I thought. Cool.
Yep. So we can do both these. But you can't, even though they're for separate things, you can't spend multiple of the same type on the same roll. So you can't activate like a force talent or a talent out of your talent tree and also up your thing.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to click the initiative button like a dummy. Wait, is that how that works? Shoot. I'm so bad at Roll20. I'm sorry, y'all.
No worries. It should still be correct.
How do I make it pop out?
It's right.
Oh, there it is.
Beauty.
I'm here for you.
It's nice to have a backup DM.
Always play with people who know what they're doing. Then you don't have to know anything.
Nick, we did so good on our combat. Good job, us.
We.
And so as you turn around, wow.
I am.
You set him up. You set him up.
I set him up. I am.
And it happened
what was the
before
word?
Initiative was rolled. So,
Yeah.
So as you turn around,
I'm delegating.
You see a squad, a few, 4 like generic looking thugs. Again, human, with their blasters trained on you, firing, and that's where it came from. And it's a PC turn.
they look like street thugs or something.
Yeah, basically. They're range band wise, they're medium range. So like 30, 40 feet away from you, you see them kind of, they're in cover, with all their blaster pistols trained on you.
Set the scene a little for me here. We're at the Blast Tech door.
You're at the Blast Tech door. Essentially, like imagine there's like a ramp or a bridge that goes across to this building from where your speeder parked, essentially, and they're straight down this ramp or bridge away from you. And there's just like rubble and stuff. Like it's all unkept and whatnot.
The actual inside of the building, when the door opens, is it like a hallway, or is there
A
space
lobby.
to either?
It's a lobby.
Is there
Essentially,
space to either side of the door to duck out a line
Yeah,
of
so
sight?
you could go to the left or the right.
Okay.
It opens out. So the blast door is maybe 10 feet wide at most. The room inside is probably, with this door in the center of it, is probably about 60 to 80 feet wide.
Cool.
With like various like benches and stuff where people could sit. There's a like a reception style desk, though. I mean, it's all really old and dusty and worn and stuff.
So, I mean, Zarko pretty much has one response to being shot at. and unless you have a reason you'd like Voss to go first. Yeah. So Zarko is once again going to use his
The only reason I'd offer to go first is so that even if I miss, if I have advantage, I can give you a boost, and that's the only reason I'd ever jump first. But you have all your sweet quick draw stuff, so you go first.
and I actually could technically do quick strike even if you do go before me. So be my guest.
All right.
I mean, you're probably close to them. You opened the door, and then I think Zarko went in ahead to be like the first one in the building.
Sure. So here's how it's going to go down. I'm going to spend a maneuver to pull out my weapon, and I'm going to turn around and make one crazy unaimed shot, and then spend a strain for a second maneuver to move into the room.
Okay.
Cool.
Pool set.
Cool. I will do the shooting. This is my blaster pistol because it's got medium range.
I know we talked about cover last time, but I don't remember, so I just gave you a setback that because I didn't want to.
Cover adds 1 defense. Defense adds setback.
Perfect. Just like I planned.
Sweet. Vosk shoots and gets 2 successes.
Okay.
So that will be
my roll 20 is really behind. There it is. 5, 7.
7 damage. And so, like I said, I'm going to incur the 2 strain for the extra maneuver, and I'm going to spins, shoots, gets really lucky apparently, and then dashes into the room.
So yeah, you take a shot, and as you hear one of them kind of scream out. Sorry, I'm doing math and trying to talk at the same time. That's really bad of me.
It's fine. Just roll.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So as you take this shot and roll out of the way, you hear a scream, and he's down. Go get him, boys. And it is Zarko's turn.
Yeah. So using his quick strike ability gives him a boost against any opponent that has not acted. So he's similarly going to spin around, see that Vosk took a shot, and attempt to do the same. So maneuver to draw a weapon, taking a shot, and Zarko's actually going to do basically the same thing and take the extra strain to then maneuver to get behind cover.
Okay.
So I do get a boost in my shot.
Okay. Boost has been added, and the pool's set for you.
Fabulous. Oof. Failure and 2 advantage. So I guess I'll use the 2 advantage to negate the 2 strain to do the maneuver. So I miss, but then I just dodge out, roll out of the way.
Okay.
Like I'm taking a running shot basically, and it's just wide.
Okay. And the
Stowing a weapon an incidental. Does anyone know?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I'll go look it
Don't
up.
remember. I'm sorry.
I would, if I had to ask, if you were asking me to make a call in the moment, I would probably say yes, that's fine. The thugs are going to take some shots at the giant Nikto, who is scary to them.
And still out there.
Who is, yeah, exactly. Also not behind cover. Whoopsies, wrong button.
Whoops. We left the NPC out in the open.
I mean, but this is different. You aren't necessarily friends. You're also not enemies.
We're also not in
That's why
charge
I
of making
shrugged.
sure he lives. So
It's why I shrugged.
And they miss.
One thing to consider is which NPC was he? Was he the 1-0 or was he one of the 0-3s?
the Twi'lek was a 0-3.
Okay.
I was having the thugs go first because they got the drop on you all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Was kind of my thing. But they miss I'm not going to tell you what I'm using those advantage for, but I'm going to use them.
For those of you who are curious, managing gear, including drawing, holstering, readying, or loading a weapon, is a maneuver.
And that was 1 failure and 2 advantage.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Then Hadron pulls out a large rifle. And he is going to trigger his auto fire ability. And there's a setback. And he fires at the group. What?
Nothing.
Why did that not work? That just gives you the quality.
Do you want me to go look at your character sheet?
I'm just going to
You can manually roll it.
Stats.
manually. Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. It is ranged heavy. Ranged. Oh shoot. Okay.
When you guys kill him, will you pick up that gun?
Accurate.
When we stab him in the back, is that what you're telling us to do?
Look,
No,
if you don't think that I had the kill signal all planned for Hadron, you're wrong.
and this barrage of lasers flies out as all these Hut thugs kind of duck behind their cover and miss somehow. The Nikto. Well, then I have way too many things going on over here.
You should just kill Hadron so you don't have to worry about him.
Yeah. Oh, is that what I should do?
Yeah, probably.
Range light. What is your skill? 2 green. Okay. He's going to take a strain to aim because he cares more about killing things than anything. So I'll take that. And also misses.
Is Hadron standing out in the open?
They currently are. Yes, because I didn't think about taking a strain and moving them because I'm a bad DM trying to live up to my name. They will both pass their. Sorry, I forgot to say what they were spending their advantage on. They're both going to pass their boost die to one of each of you. So each of you will have a boost die, and it is your turn. And they stayed in the open because I'm dumb.
Wait, how are they giving us boost die?
They got they got advantages.
But they're shooting at us. Why would they give us?
No. The Hadron and the Nikto are shooting at the people who attacked you, the thugs who attacked you. Sorry if I didn't explain that.
Oh, God. So you have Hadron and the Niktos as separate, and then the thugs as a group. I got it.
Yeah. Sorry
You've
for
been
not
really
explaining
nice
that well.
to us.
No,
If
no,
you
I
wanna
totally
move
get
them,
it
you
now.
Can.
No, it's
All
fine.
right. So back on the top.
This is how I learn. I can be nice to you, but I'm going to be mean to me.
But we want to be nice to you because you've been nice to us.
All right.
Also, because I
DC
already
slot.
won my combat, so I don't care.
Oh, what was that?
Whoa.
Can we use that one, please? That was
What?
amazing.
Oh, I didn't know. What happened there?
Fox fixed it.
Oh.
I think a parenthesis in the weapon qualities may have been messing up the rolls, but I just clicked it and it worked. So hopefully it works for you next time.
Look at all them successes and advantages. It runs in the family.
try.
That straight up would have killed them all.
Yeah. For those of you listening who can't see this, I did a test roll to fix the weapon in roll 20, and Hadron rolled 2 successes, 6 advantages, and a triumph. So
Baller.
there goes all of my luck for the evening in a single NPC test roll.
Well, you can take the next slot. I don't mind waiting.
So, which PC is going? What's happening?
Boss will go, and he's going to lean around the door and fire off a shot. I'm assuming that that's not enough to have driven me into long range still.
No.
Okay.
No, you're still
Almost rolled on the wrong character sheet.
It is.
I am still shooting with my medium blaster pistol. I got 2 successes and 3 2 successes and 3 threats.
Are you gonna fall prone?
It's your thing.
Sure. So
There's oil on the floor.
So Vosk like leans out to line up the shot and gets it going, but he does the same thing that Zarko did in the ship where he leans too far, and so I fall prone laying out there, and then I just want to like awkwardly in a typical Vosk manner kind of just like still prone scooch back in the cover. And so like again, I tried to like lean against the wall and then lean around and pop the shot off, and just did. I mean, I got the shot off, but then
You're not used to those. You're not used to those stormtrooper boots yet.
Vosk is also not really a combat person, so he definitely lands on the floor of this place.
Yeah.
Vosk is on team cinnamon roll, not team could probably kill you.
To be fair, I'm
You
the
are
only
exposed,
one on
but-
this team currently doing damage.
That's right.
And as you do get that shot off and you fall, you hear another scream ring out in pain, and it is Zarko's turn.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that seeing Voss go to one side of the blast door, Zarko would have gone to the other side for cover. Go ahead. What's up?
I wanted to use my maneuver to stow my blaster, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, hi. And so basically Zarko's going to take an opportunity to aim, but remain behind cover.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So I'll throw in a boost die for you, and it's set.
And once again with the Merson Model 44. Another failure to advantage.
Oh, you should have re-rolled that because you should have had a boost die.
Oh, 2 boosts. Well, all right.
I'm a nice person.
Good to go.
Should I have had a boost?
You should have too, but you shot somebody,
That's
so
fine.
I'm giving you the success anyways.
All right. Here we go. There it is. All right. So 3 success, 1 threat. And so that's going to be 8 damage.
Okay. Yeah, as you take a shot and you see a third one of them fall, and there's one remaining. Who?
And so I'm going to say if it's okay for you, I'm thinking that I sort of lost that advantage of cover.
Okay.
Like I
For the
leaned out, and the timing of it, the opposition gets a boost or whatever if they try to shoot at me.
Yeah. So as you take that shot, you see a third one of them fall, though they're behind cover.
I miscounted how many there are or something.
And on their turn, they're going to use their maneuver and a strain, and they're just running.
Don't let them get away.
From the distance they're at, you see them kind of grab something on their cloak, though you can't hear if they're saying anything outside of just like you hear noise of yelling. And that's it. Their turn. And Ono Hadron is going to aim for their maneuver. And let's see, what was their stuff? Bugs, no. There we go. Oh yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes a shot.
Hooah.
There's so much stuff it didn't even show up for me yet.
To success, to advantage.
Yeah, and you see as he's got this heavy heavy blaster. The repeating blaster, is that what I said it was? Doesn't matter. This big old gun. Multiple lasers fly out and hit this individual who's running, and they drop as well. And he looks at you and says, "Well, we better get going. Quick, follow me." And he leads you all in to kind of through this lobby into the factory part of this old weapons factory. It's been out of production for years. There's not. It looks like it was cleaned out pretty well. Like even you can see where like the conveyor belt sort of things are still there, but a lot of the equipment has been removed. Almost like Blastek was like
skeletons there, but nothing else.
Exactly. Like maybe a factory on Nar Shaddaa, while there's a lot of close people who would purchase from us, is not the best place to have a factory. Jumping back
I just
over
want to note that before he gets up, Vosk makes a comment to Zarko and is like, "I'm laying there on the small of my back, or like on the flat of my back," and I'm like, "Did you see that combat roll? It's pretty sweet." And then I'm gonna just roll over and get up as we get inside.
Did it on purpose. I'm gonna close.
How do we always end up here?
I'm gonna close a couple things. Ellie and Kane and the Nikto Daros.
Darrow.
As you kind of take care of that group of hut thugs, you make it all the way to this.
Yeah, we loot their bodies for anything cool and then like dump them into the sewage.
I'll tell you what you get later. I'm not going to think about that right now.
Good deal.
He leads you basically, or Kane, as you follow this map, you get to a ladder that leads up, and you're basically directly above the sewer, and there is a basically a doorway above you. As you push it in and enter, you see. Do I want to do that? No, it's 8:30. Okay, yeah. You see this kind of control room above in this big factory that I just described to them. You're basically in the same factory, and you even see Hadron and your friends walking in safely. So you know that your friends are here and alive, and you see this room that you're going to, and Daros says, "We should go meet him up there. Set up a perimeter." The others should already probably be there. And as all of you kind of arrive in this room, you see there are 4 other generic, whatever aliens you want them to be, or humans, setting up this about 4 foot tall device. There's wires that are running from it to these like old computers that have been turned on. Going, excuse me. And Hadron is working on the computers with something. They have a small droid who's doing something on this device. And as you all get there, he says, "We should make a perimeter. I'm sure that there are nice Transocean, human, Nikto, and Weequay."
But what about the Ewok with the machine gun?
That's a good question.
Best not to ask too many questions.
And he says, set a perimeter. We ran into some huts. I don't know about you all, but it wouldn't surprise me if someone's coming. Hopefully we got them before they could get a message, but and we'll get this set up.
There's some bodies, but who knows who they work for?
We're at the bottom of Nar Shaddaa. There's bodies everywhere. And just assume they work for the huts. Everybody works for the huts here, except for a few of us. So set a perimeter. We'll get this going. And
cool.
And it's active now. So we need this to go for a few hours.
We have to stand here for a couple of hours?
Yes.
All right. And I'll just like start nodding and directing my people, I guess, off to a good perimeter.
Yeah. And I will say, as you look kind of up from this, you actually do see the sky. Basically, this, for whatever reason, this was built, and this is why they chose a spot, is not enclosed. And it goes up. This building goes up hundreds and hundreds of feet. But that's how you assume the signal is going up. And you actually see the like sparks of explosions in the atmosphere as this machine is going off.
Oh, that's kind of really cool.
No, it's not. Those
I mean,
are lives.
Yeah, no. Niffer is saying that's kind of cool, like from a cinematic view.
Right.
We've turned ourselves into a Marvel movie, and we are ending the boss fight with a sky beam. So, like, here's the.
So what do you all do?
I pull out my itty bitty gun.
Kane, you see anywhere that you can get a good Overwatch from?
Yeah,
that's the right term, right? Overwatch. That's what you guys call that stuff, right?
Yeah. There's it seems to be a spot over there. Kane's gonna walk towards the machine.
As you do that, you see Hadron look at you and says, "What are you doing?"
Taking my vantage point.
How many total of them are there? I know there's the 4 and then Hadron. Did everyone make it and they're all in this room with us?
Yeah, there's 4
generic. You said there was 8 of them total back in the bar. Are there 8 of them in this room right now?
I think I miscounted. There would technically be 7. Okay. There's the 2 Niktos, there's Hadron, and then 4 others.
Okay.
Killed it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were at Kane saying, I'm heading to my vantage point. I just wanted to...
Getting a better vantage point. Can't expect us to all stand in a clump over here, can you? I thought we were supposed to be protecting this thing.
He nods and says, very well. And keeps working on stuff.
So set the scene a little for me, a little bit better for me. The machine's in the center and it's sky beaming. Mm-hmm. Where are they in relation to the machine? And
Hadron is about 20 feet away from the machine. This is a big empty control room. Like it's basically been gutted. Though the mainframe computers, they couldn't pull out. So those are still there. And that's what he's like kind of transmitting this through. There's wires running from this computer to the machine sitting in the middle. Almost imagine like a cheesy little satellite that's just like bloop, bloop, bloop in the middle.
And that's where the sky beam's coming from?
Yeah. You can't actually see a beam coming out of it.
No, I'm being facetious there.
I just wanted to make sure that was clear to listeners.
Yeah. We have like a military like mobile satellite dish that's set up and 20, 30 feet of wires running over to an old computer.
Yeah. Essentially, and this is all in like what would have been like a control overlook room in the factory. There are on the outside of that, there are what are the right words? Like ramps that you could be walking on.
Catwalks.
Catwalks, exactly. Yeah, connecting stuff. There are 2 entrances into this room. Basically east and west of where this machine is, into like the main factory. And then there's a doorway, which is basically where the group that came with Hadron came through, from the like that lobby area, which I imagine is where Kane would probably be looking like he's walking towards, because that would be towards the machine. Does that give you a little bit better picture? Yeah.
So not only for anyone listening, but also for those of us who need to make very important decisions very quickly, I wanted to know what we had to hide behind, how close we were to people, the status of this satellite dish, and that kind of stuff.
And so at the computer is Hadron at kind of either one of the entrances are the Niktos. Outside, kind of in the front of overlooking the factory, is kind of the other generic thugs.
Should we close that blast door? I feel kind of exposed with it open. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
And Kane,
all right, Zargo's gonna go over and try to close the blast doors.
Okay, yeah, you can shut them pretty easily. Kane, what are you doing?
Getting close to the machine as I can without drawing any attention. So he'd probably like walk towards the blast doors and then maybe start this like pacing around the room kind of deal. Like he's
Slow circle, patrolling with a gun at like quarter arms.
yeah.
Okay.
And the whole time kind of like watching OH and the two Nikto standing at the door to see if they're watching me, if I have a clear, like, if there's a gap between their like line of sight anywhere. But just kind of patrolling and watching what they're doing.
Roll a perception real quick. Full set. Oh, no, it's not. Now it is.
Whew. 2 success, 1 advantage.
Okay, yeah, you get you can use the advantage for whatever you want. The successes are basically you get the sense that they are more watching outside. And as the time goes on, as you've been pacing, they're kind of a little bored. Sort of that like where initially everybody's on high alert, but the adrenaline starts to fade and people get bored when nothing actually happens. So like an hour into it, Hadron's still working away on the console doing something. But these two Niktos, like you see them kind of like in much more casual stances, just kind of looking out. One of them's whistling.
I'm torn because Vosk is like, he wants to do something, but I don't actually know what to do with the situation. And how long would you say has passed since the machine came on?
Say about an hour.
So we got an hour of ships bouncing off the atmosphere?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And these guys are just, okay, it's on and working and we're going through the motions.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Vosk is going to make a comment and say, how long are we running this thing? Surely somebody knows something's going on by now. Like, what's the plan? What are y'all getting paid for? What are we getting paid for?
We're getting paid for another couple hours. Hopefully wreck most of the hut stuff. And notice if you ever go up there, there won't be any Black Sun ships flying right now.
Fair enough.
And as that happens, in the base of this factory is an enormous explosion. Enough that it
conveyor belt area?
Kind of down towards the entrance that that Kane and Ellie came through. And through that, blaster fire just starts coming out, shooting towards you, though it's really sporadic, almost like just cover fire through an explosion.
I take cover. I hide.
I run towards the machine.
Oh, that's valid.
Okay.
Zarko is going to be as close as he can be to Ellie and do what he can to protect her.
Okay. I don't know how much combat there's actually going to be, but I'm going to have you all roll initiative.
Okay.
Vigilance or cool?
Vigilance.
But like we've been patrolling for hours knowing someone's going to come.
That's fair. You can do cool.
Yes.
I'm good.
Give us one cool check for the entire campaign. Come on.
That's what I've been waiting
I've
for.
rolled cool so much.
Mine are exactly the same.
Boom.
Mine are exactly the same.
My cool is better. I'm trained in cool.
Hey, stand by for a second. Oh, everyone's already rolling.
Sorry.
You didn't clear the thing.
Shoot. I'm gonna clear it, and
It's fine.
can you clear
It's fine.
individuals? You did
It's
the thing.
fine.
You can clear individuals.
We did good.
I can't click anything in Roll20.
Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Whoa.
Hey, you've
Zarko.
been so nice to us.
Zarko got
Roll20 does that sometimes. You just got to
there
give it a
is.
second.
It had a box pop up somewhere that wasn't where it made sense for it to pop up.
Somebody is scrubbing their microphone across.
That would be
something.
me. My cord got stuck on my mic. Sorry.
Zarko got 1 success and 3 advantage.
Ellie got 3 success and 2 advantage.
Kane got 2 successes.
NPC got 2 success, 1 advantage. NPC got 0 success, 1 advantage. NPC got 1 success, no advantage.
Voss got a success and an advantage.
Actually, there should be more NPCs. Sorry, hang on. We're going to use...
Currently, it is a PC, an NPC, a PC, an NPC, the final 2 PCs, and then the final NPC.
Good at taking turns.
Okay, and that's going to go down at the bottom.
Oh, don't like that.
Cool.
Who's rolling despairs on their initiatives?
Oh, that's an NPC.
Yeah, but there's bad dice is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not correct.
how is that possible?
It's
Oh,
4
I wonder if
successes, 3 advantages is the final roll there.
Their personal pool had stuff in it.
I feel like I've seen this NPC name before.
This is a yes. Don't worry about the NPC name.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna do that.
It's one of them lazy dungeon masters that didn't need to make a whole bunch of character sheets.
Whoa.
I respect that.
Oh shoot!
I like that he
screwed that up
re-rolled
too.
in
And 3rd time's a charm. Here we go.
15-minute warning.
Thank you.
Yep. So things are
killed them
blowing
all.
up. Things are blowing up. You go there. PC. It's a turn. You see everybody's attention goes kind of down into this section of the factory.
So if nobody has anything else to do, Kane's been patrolling, waiting for this moment, really,
Do your thing.
to get a good distraction. So I think I'd like to do a stealth check to plant some of my detonite.
Okay.
Ellie knows this is a bad idea. Niffer is so excited for it.
Before we do, I'm going to say that the success will be whether or not it is noticed, not whether or not you are able to actually put it on.
Sweet.
Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah.
Where did the dice pool go? What is happening? So many things.
Vosk was like starting to sprint towards this machine, by the way, as you run over there and start
Okay.
to bomb it.
And I'm going to give you a boost die because of the explosion distraction.
I'm also going to flip a light side point.
Yeah.
Oh, getting after it. And it's just an average difficulty. Again, kind of the scene is everybody's attention is not at the machine at this moment.
Flipped
Side
it.
note.
Upgraded. You're good to go.
Okay.
In the player notes, I don't know what to call this device, so I'm calling it the space breaker.
Nice.
That is 1 success,
7.
7 advantage.
That's a whole lot of advantage.
You can do literally everything.
You get a boost. You get a boost. Everybody gets a
Everybody gets a
boost.
boost.
Okay, let's move quick though.
Yeah. What is it? 2 to pass?
Yeah.
2 to pass 1? Yeah. So I guess can I give everyone a boost?
1 to pass to the next person, 2 to pass
Right.
to
2 to
anybody.
pass to whoever. Can I
So you
pass
could
1?
pass 1 to each of us.
Yeah. Let's do that. Y'all get a boost.
Yay.
Okay. Everybody gets a boost.
How? What is it that happens? How does Kane help us?
Oh man. This is where I struggle with this.
A question for another time when we don't have 13 minutes to save the galaxy. I appreciate the question, but
We'll fix it in post.
You're going to see.
He just starts calling out commands.
So the next one, one of the Niktos is gonna take his actions and is basically jumping off of this overhang to the ground floor, and using their maneuver and then downgrading the I can't remember the right term. Using basically 2 maneuvers to run towards where this explosion was with a pike in hand, and it is another PC's turn.
Do we see any enemy combatants?
Not yet. It's smoky, but blaster fire has come through.
So Zarko is wearing special goggles that he's. So I'm gonna shoot. I don't want to get away from Ellie.
You're allowed to. It's fine. Do it.
So
Leave.
I will maneuver to get closer, and I'm definitely going to be looking. I mean, I'm trying to see through them because the goggles I'm wearing give me the advantage to see through the mist. So I'm trying to see through the smoke for any figures.
You see about six figures kind of moving back and forth. Coming up through this hole that has been blown into the bottom of this factory.
Oh, goodness. I am going to take 2 strain to take cover because I don't want to shoot what I don't know. Like, I don't know who they are, so I don't want to shoot them. Who knows if they're friendlies? I don't know. That's a weird thing, but I don't know who they are, so I don't want to shoot yet. So I'm just going to take cover.
Okay.
And I'm like calling Ellie over to do the same thing.
Yep. The group of thugs that's on the balcony is going to shoot.
They're going to shoot 3 times?
No, I was saying shoot because I accidentally closed their sheet. Sorry.
I know. I was being funny.
I'm trying to do stuff.
You can minimize sheets. They are going to the range setback die. Get rid of that. Shoot. 7, 10. Boom. Okay. You can't see any. Zarko, you would see one of the individuals go down as this kind of hail of laser fire goes into the darkness. The next will be the other Nikto will kind of do the same thing, pulling out this big pike, jumping down, obviously preferring to go fight hand to hand. And it is a PC turn as those 2 are kind of down in the smoke. You lose their sight. You lose sight of them.
Boss turn.
I'm not going to do anything.
Can we use our comms in this kind of a situation?
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to say to the others, what's our play?
Voska's not going to answer the comm. He was running towards the machine. I'm guessing that Kane got there first and is setting explosives on that, and that I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I passed my stealth check.
It's true.
You all know the plan, though.
Yeah. I knew that he was going to do that. So the moment that I see Kane near the thing, Vosk had started to sprint towards it just to take it offline. Any second that it was running longer than it needed to was too much. And I'm actually Vosk is actually upset with himself that he let it run for an hour. So I take a few steps. I see Kane there, and the oh no washes over me, and I 90 and head for out of this room.
Are you talking about oh no the feeling, me, or my cousin? Because there's a lot going on here.
Everybody.
There's a lot of oh no's.
There's a lot of oh no's.
I want to move, and I want to strain myself for another maneuver to get out of this room.
Okay. And it is another PC turn.
I'm gonna. I can't decide to go safe or to go towards the device with the others. I'm gonna go with Zarko. I'm gonna go follow him and like find cover with him and like just have my gun out in case anyone like comes at me. Can I quickly explain to Zarko? Just be like, I know OH, he's my cousin. Oh no. And just like, I'm gonna actually say oh no. And that's it.
Okay. It is Hadron's turn. Who's working? He's looked up.
I said this without like not shouting, like very whispered to Zarko so that he could not hear me.
Yeah.
Okay.
He quickly kind of draws his gun and blasts through this glass window that's in front of him. And kind of braces for his next turn. Then you get a volley of shots back at everybody. This will be at one of the Niktos who is coming towards them. That is now at close range. Boop, 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 did it do the thing. Woof.
2 advantage.
Yeah, 4 successes, 2 advantage.
Which will do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's nice. As he kind of screams out madly back to the top. The Nikto who just got shot is going to keep running towards one of them or towards this group. And with kind of, you can see the silhouettes of this like glowing pike thing. And he is going to do that. Oh, that should have been, just re-roll it because I didn't see it. Do that. Is 9 and 2 advantage. And
2 success, 2 advantage.
Going to pass a boost as he's like kind of in a really good position, distracting all these thugs. Going to pass a boost onto his other Nikto friend as this first hit just like basically slices clean through one of the thugs, and it is a PC turn.
I think.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Are we back around to the top?
Yep.
Okay.
How far would the closest one from me be?
Guy who's shooting at y'all?
Yeah.
They're probably I would say from where you specifically are is long range, and you're still in that building around the thing, so you're a ways away.
Can
the
I see
closest
them?
person to you is Ellie's cousin.
Well, yeah, but the one that we're shooting at, is it long range, and can I see them?
I would say you probably can't because you're kind of in the middle of this thing. They're a level below you.
Okay. And how many maneuvers to get to the door?
One maneuver to get
Okay.
out of this room.
All right. Well, then after having set my charges, I will run towards the door.
Okay.
And then draw my blaster,
Okay.
and I'm gonna fire.
Okay. So at long range,
I think I have a thing. Hold on.
smoky. Oh, you can. You can downgrade the difficulty. I think because you've got a scope or something like that. We'll just say it's good as it is. Go ahead and roll it, and let me know when you're detonating that thing.
Okay. That is 5 successes, 1 advantage. So 14 damage.
14 damage. Yeah, that's pretty effective. As a couple more of them drop as you're shooting in there. The other Nikto runs in with its boost die. Where's this? And where's its weapon? Swings. Did that roll?
Yeah.
Oh. It didn't make the noise it usually does. So it should have been the first one. And stabs through as he stabs into this one who actually happens to be the last one. He says, "Hey boss, I think we got them all." And we can drop out of initiative for now. As Hadron, who has shot through this thing, pulls it, says, why don't you go clear it out and make sure it's good. As he's sitting in this building, and you guys are kind of all outside of this room. What are we doing?
So everyone's outside now,
except for Ellie's cousin.
He's in the control room, and we're all outside as Kane clicks the initiator, and he blows out those overlook windows.
No, the windows have been shot through already.
Well, what I'm saying is, Hedron comes,
he goes flying
leading a fireball out of those windows.
Is that what you're doing?
How far in the room is he? Is he still standing at the?
He's like kind of he's about 20 feet away from the device.
We need the device.
Or the device needs to be blown up. One of the two.
I'd prefer the device, but I also really want my cousin dead.
I'm going to say I need Ellie and Zarko and Vosk to say nothing right now. Kane, what are you doing?
Kane's probably not going to blow it if somebody's in there. Just because he's not an evil dude. He's not looking to hurt anybody.
Okay. So kind of as this firefight winds down, Hadron is still working away at the computer.
Is he? So he's at the computer?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Whatever he's doing is connected to this device operating.
He sent the thugs to go check out the rest of the complex.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna walk up behind him, and I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Okay.
If Zarko sees what Kane is about to attempt, he will do what he can to back him up.
Okay, we're at 9. Do you mind if we keep going a little bit longer, everybody?
It's fine for me.
Fine with me.
Seal?
Quickly as we can.
I've sent a warning message to the wife. Keep pressing. Worst case, keep the episode going, and I'll walk away.
Okay. What's the difference?
I'm gonna try to sneak over there. I'm watching Kane, and I'm gonna try to.
So make a straight brawl check. I'm not gonna do damage or anything. I'm not gonna track all that. It is a hard difficulty right now. I will give you a boost because Hadron's pretty distracted by whatever he's doing on this console now that the firefight has stopped.
Okay.
I don't even know what he's doing on the console.
I'm also gonna flip another light side point.
Nice.
Yeah.
As I attempt to save this dude's life.
That's fair.
The one time I don't want you to.
Yeah, so it's a straight brawl or brawn. I don't remember. It's BR. It's a
brawl.
BR word.
Yeah.
Brawl.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I did upgrade it. Yeah, you're good.
That is fail and a advantage and a triumph.
That's confusing.
With the success canceled out. You fail at knocking him out, but something advantageous happens.
Mm-hmm.
So you can flavor it how you want, but it could be things like you still hit him, but he doesn't get knocked out, but you've knocked him away from the console or into the console, or
he shot out that window. You could knock him
ooh,
out the window.
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you knock him out by hitting the detonator.
I just want to point out that Kane was trying not to kill him, and
I know.
in Edge of the Empire, like a 2-foot fall, like murders people. So please don't shove him out the windows, because that is exactly what Kane did not want.
Well, that's the fail. That's the fail.
That's the fail. Yeah.
Okay.
He's going out the window.
So as you hit him, you hear this grunt as he kind of tumbles over this console and grabs onto the edge, and he's still alive. He says, you'll pay for this. As he's kind of hanging there. And he yells back, come back, they're betraying us.
I shoot him. Like, I make sure that the others haven't come back yet, but then it's just like, I'm doing it.
I have this picture of Ellie in my head, like standing on his fingers and shooting straight down.
Yes. I mean, if I'm on the same level as him, then yeah, I might just like go flick him, push him off. But like, if I couldn't picture if like the tower was like we were on a different level and they had run up and I had stayed down. But I would have shot him from down there then.
Okay. You're at medium range. Well, you're probably at close range. He's hanging there.
I really hope it's in the back so he doesn't see it's me. I'm a coward.
You can do that.
Sweet. Do I have to try or can I just do it?
It's set. The pool's set. You have to try.
Okay. I'm gonna try. 2 successes. Oh boy.
Okay. So as you shoot out at him, he screams out and he instinctually pulls his hand off and grabs the side, and he slips and falls. And you hear this crunch as he falls to the ground. And you don't see him moving. What do you all do?
I make a T-shirt with Ellie's face that says, "I want to shoot him in the back so he doesn't see it's me." It's so cinnamon roll of you.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
That's the first time I've ever killed somebody in the whole thing. That's the first time.
We got to get out of here quick. They're coming. Charges are set.
Point. Don't we need the device though?
We're not taking
big.
We're not taking the device. Quick, we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
we gotta go.
No!
So you gotta go.
I
you can go out the
point
front
out
entrance.
the
You can go out the
other
front
direction.
entrance or the direction that everyone was just shooting you from. There is either Hadron's speeder or the one you guys.
I was just gonna say, let's go to the speeder.
Yeah.
We're going back where Zarko and Voss came in.
Yeah, we run to the speeder, and I'm gonna use another one of my talents. Yes.
Okay.
This is the fun one. Let's ride.
I'm not getting out of this building until I hear a boom. Like, I'm not getting in the speeder and leaving until there's a boom, though.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think we're just gonna get outside.
Yeah, as soon as we're clear of the room.
Boom. Yeah. So as you click that button, just this this explosion ripples up this building and out. And even though you've gotten a couple hundred feet away from it, you feel the heat. Your ears are ringing from the sound of the explosion. As debris starts to rain down, you're on a lower level of Nar Shaddaa, so things that blow up knock things back down. So things start falling down. I'm assuming you guys jump in the speeder. Yeah.
Special talent boy over here has got his what's your talent called?
So I have Let's Ride, which allows me to like quickly jump in and start, but we need keys. We need the code or whatever to start the speeder, or you're gonna have to hotwire it.
Is it
keys,
perhaps?
Keys are
is it an
in the middle of that factory floor.
Is it an Ono family speeder where I still know the passwords?
What do you need for me to hotwire a ride, GM?
Yeah.
It would be probably just a computer check.
Okay.
Or skullduggery, your choice.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
It's set. It's just going to be average.
Okay. I
think Zarko jumps in the seat like he's ready to just like pop it and take off, and then he realizes there's no way to start it, and like Vosk, you gotta do something.
Guys,
Vosk actually wants this speeder, so he's going to take a moment to do it the right way and not just start ripping the dash apart. So
Nice.
here's
Okay.
the roll.
I'm going to give you a boost for that.
Sure. Ready?
Yep.
Hey.
One success, 2 advantages.
Okay.
what a good day for
Yeah.
us.
So it starts up. Use your thing, Zarko.
Yeah, so it's like the second that Vosk gets the right code or the right wires or whatever, it like pops and we're just
Yep. And I slapped the dash twice, and off we go.
Okay.
I like to think you would all run to the speeder as Kane's blowing the crap out of this. So all that's happening as he's running over, and like he runs and like gets onto the speeder as it like starts to take off.
Nice.
yeah,
And
Zarko's
falls,
got it, like,
falls right
perfect
into his
time.
seat.
He's just watching Kane and yeah.
We're gonna have one more check that's gonna determine how this arc ends.
Oh no.
As debris is falling from this huge explosion, I'm gonna need a piloting check.
Zarko drive for the final check. Here's your light side point for the session,
it?
Zarko.
Oh, yeah.
Do we,
for real.
do we still have a? Is this the speeder? This is the speeder with the gun on the back.
This is his ride, which is
No,
kind
this is
of
the one that's luxury inside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is the other one. Sorry.
I used a dark side point as well.
Okay, well, I
Yikes.
had a light side point, so I would have done
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
And this is, of course,
Let me-
piloting
Let me upgrade that. Planetary.
planetary. Here we go. Make sure I'm using the right one. It's ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 2 successes and a despair.
Oh, that's
Okay.
our first
Sorry.
one this session.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's the
Voss.
first one we've
No
seen.
speeder.
don't ruin my ride.
Well,
man.
so I mean, we get away for real.
As you get away, you hear over the intercom on your
Speeder.
on your speeder, you hear over the intercom the voice of Ono Hadron says, "You will live to regret this day." As you, and there's some coughing in the background and stuff. As you manage to dodge all this debris that's falling, you make it back to the second sunrise. And that is
just
where
what I need. Another
the broken
enemy.
space arc will end.
Nice.
That was epic.
We just created a supervillain.
Yes, we did.
I have a nemesis.
He's coming back with cybernetics.
I love
Oh
it.
no, we just made Darth Maul. We
I
just
feel
made
like
Darth
it's
Maul
all-
2.0.
It's like our whole crew's nemesis now.
I don't,
And I'm gonna fill you in
so
on him soon.
one, for everything you did, you guys can have 15 XP for splitting the party and doing all that, ruining everything, including Christmas.
That's us.
No, that was a really good way to go about it, and that was really fun.
I had a blast. I'm sorry I had to
That was
step
so
away.
much fun.
I'm looking forward to editing and seeing what I missed and stuff, but
Yeah.
I am unfortunately going to need to scoot really quickly. So I wanted to say, A, thanks for running as always, Stephen. B,
Of
thanks
course.
for everyone in the chat for hanging out. And C,
Rockstar.
I got to get my thank you to our sponsors at Roll20 in, because Roll20 is nice enough to have sponsored us and include us in their Spotlight program, which means that we get a year of the Roll20 Pro subscription, which lets us use all the fancy Star Wars dice, and it helps folks find our channel and our show. So big shout out to Roll20. We literally could not play this game without you, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That
Space
was a
DM.
blast.
Thank you. That
of
was so
course.
good.
Thank you for playing in my brain space.